And good morning to you. It is a lovely morning here this morning, and it must be school board meeting day because the main man is in the building this morning.
Morning,
good morning
George.
to you. Mr. Rick Surrency is here
Wonderful.
with us, our school superintendent, and school is in session. A lot of good things are going on, so what's coming down?
Well, we got a lot of good things going on. The schools are rocking. I tell you, the teachers are excited. Kids are showing up. I know we're getting more kids every day.
Right.
As each day passes, we get more and more kids.
Right.
So it's been a good start. I think we're on day 4,
Right.
and everything's going smooth. Few little transportation glitches, but that happens every year. So
Right.
we're working through that.
That's got to be one of the toughest things. I would not want to be that person.
Yeah.
You know, that is in charge of all of that, because you know you're out there on the road. Some people aren't where they should be, or on time, or whatever, and all that good stuff.
Well, we have a
That
new
would be
transportation director, Sharon Spell, and our assistant superintendent, Thomas Bowen, have been working nonstop trying to get everything worked out, and the transportation staff. So it's a thankless job, but once they get it going, you know, everything will be even smoother.
You got some great people in there making.
We really do. We really do. There's people behind the scenes and making sure the kids are safe, getting picked up, dropped off safely. So I can't thank them enough.
Bus drivers that make that happen.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a lady that I've known, and I hadn't seen her in quite some time. I did see her at McDonald's, and 30-something years she's been driving a bus.
Wow.
30-something years.
Whoa.
That is truly amazing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's one of those jobs that I don't. Out of all the jobs, I don't think I would want that one.
Exactly. You're right.
I want to be able to see the people I'm supervising. The bus, they're all behind you. They have a mirror, but still.
Right. Exactly.
But we have some great things going on. I do want to mention today in the board meeting, and this is in the paper recently, the board's going to consider an early release day on August 21st.
Excellent idea.
The solar
Next
eclipse.
Monday.
I know that's big in the news.
Yes, it is.
And I just want to stress to you that that is a risky venture as far as kids or adults
Right.
looking at the sun. So we want to make sure kids are home and safe, not on their way home. So that's why we're doing the early release, and a number of districts around Florida are doing that as
Right.
well.
And everywhere. A lot all
Yeah.
over the country.
Right.
All over the country that's happening.
So I would just encourage you to read all the precautions. You know, it's a once in a lifetime or maybe 2 times in a lifetime event. But make sure you read the precautions, because it can do some damage and you not even know it right away.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's what the worry is, you know, even if it's, you know, inadvertent, you can really mess things
Exactly.
up. So.
You know, when you tell kids don't look at it, they forget about the don't part.
If
and
you
that
tell
makes-
adults that, what are you talking
They want to
about?
look at it even more.
Right. Exactly.
But there's a website.
Yeah.
If you go to our website, there's a link on there, and you can click on it, and I believe it's through NASA, and it gives you all kind of information about, you know, the safety aspects of the solar eclipse.
Right.
A lot of our schools are going to be teaching lessons about it. I mean, it's a great opportunity to learn about, you know, the solar system. But make sure you take precautions.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so overall, I know school started off going pretty good.
Yeah, I was telling
Everybody
George.
getting used to the times and
Yeah.
the switching off there, and of course we have some new schools and some new teachers, new principals.
Yeah. Yeah. We have a lot of new people in place, and we've visited all those schools, and they've hit the ground running. It's been a great start. Yeah, and I realize the parents are really trying to get used to this time change, especially the parents that are younger kids and working out daycare. So
Right.
I really appreciate what they're doing, and it's nothing easy. Even my
Right.
own family's having to make some adjustments. So it's hitting us all, but I think in the final analysis, it's really going to pay off for our entire district.
Well, we were talking early amongst ourselves, all the data and all the, I mean, you can just see it on the weekends, right? Who are the first kids up, right, in the household? It's never the teenagers.
Right, right.
So,
And our older kids, you know, we know how they are sleeping in and all, but we want to make sure they're learning at their most optimum time of the day, and
Right.
that's what the research supports.
okay.
So, very good move.
Hey, I want to mention to you also, football season's around the corner,
Friday night we'll be on the air.
right? And I've been watching it on TV and gearing up for the high school season. It's an exciting time. Just want to point out, on September 1st is the dedication of the new Bennett Cooper Field at the Veterans Memorial Stadium here in Palatka.
That is a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
Two great men
Yeah.
that put a lot into what happened to the foundations of what happened in football in this county.
So much history, and I know they'll talk about it, but bringing the two high schools together back in the 70s, those two men, Coach Bennett, Coach Cooper, probably are more responsible for, bringing both schools together and molding them into Palatka High School now. So
Exactly.
it'd be very fitting for that field to be named after them.
Yes, it would
So if you
be.
get a chance, I believe the festivities will take place 6:30 p.m. on the 1st,
Right.
before the game, and come out and just pay homage to Coach Bennett, Coach Cooper. I know both families will be there.
I know Coach Bennett, it's probably been 3 years ago. He wanted some fertilizer for his garden, so we went out into the field where we had plenty of natural fertilizer out there, and man, he was shovelful for shovelful with me, or better. I mean, he did not slow up. We filled up a trailer load.
Wow.
And I mean, he was right there for the whole time. He said, "That's good enough for now. Can I come get some more?" I said, "Anytime."
He has a green thumb, and that football
Yes, he
field reflects his green
Yeah.
thumb. He
And the
spent many a
baseball
day
field,
in the
both of
baseball
them
field, right?
were excellent. Yes,
And he's still doing as much gardening as he can now.
He
It's
does.
a little tougher now, but he
right.
loves to garden.
Yeah.
Great man, and Coach Cooper, great guy. So
Yeah,
just
yeah.
A great move by the school system
Yeah.
to make that happen.
And what a great day for Putnam County
Yes.
that we can pay back those people that made a difference in our county and our history. So
Exactly.
yeah, really
So what
proud
are
of that.
we looking forward to at the school board meeting today?
Well, I just mentioned to
Yeah.
George we're going to be talking about the early release because of the solar eclipse.
Right.
I believe we're going to have a presentation. Rotary Club from Keystone will be presenting a $1,000 check to
Wow.
Melrose Elementary.
Fantastic.
That's always a great time when
Yes.
our community can provide support for our schools. And
A lot of the groups come forward and help out
Yes.
yeah,
in all sorts of ways. with
don't
scholarships.
underestimate how much our community means to our school system. By all the giving and the hours they put in. We cannot do the things we do by ourselves. So we rely on our community to do that. So
And that small community of Melrose are really behind that school. They do a great job of supporting it and making it happen out there too.
yeah, Melrose is a unique place, and I tell you, they're at the like 4 or 5 counties come together there, so they have their own kind of community.
Exactly.
So for Keystone, who's actually in another county,
Right.
for them to come and support one of our schools is really a neat opportunity.
Right.
Very good.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a story my dad told several years ago. A good friend of his lived in Keystone, and he said, he told my dad, he said, "I'm moving down 3 houses." And he says, "Really?" He said, "No, seriously, I have just sold my house and I'm moving 3 houses down." He says, "Why would you do that?" He says, "Because 3 houses down puts me in Putnam County and out of Clay County." That's just,
There's one place on 21, I think. There's 3 counties that come together.
right.
So you got to be careful what county
3
you're in.
mills.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you get pulled, you're not sure which deputy's going to pull you.
Deputy might not be sure if he's in the right county.
Yeah, that's a beautiful community over there.
It is.
I grew up in that area too, so a lot of good friends that live in that area.
Great,
Yeah,
good stuff out there.
yeah. So everything's going well with the school system. I think we're down to 176 days to go before the end of the year.
The countdown is
Teachers
on.
start counting, but once we get past Labor Day, and we're full speed ahead after that. So,
Just,
Okay.
some
All right.
excellent
Want to
things going
remind everybody, of course, we've got, with back to school, everybody needs to slow down, start watching out for the kids, and just get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, by the way, we've had a number of school supplies delivered to us. We're talking about our community. We've had a lot of groups that have gone out and collected school supplies and turned them into us. And so we are reaching out and handing school supplies out to people who need them. So if any parents out there really need some school supplies, if you'll contact our office, we can put you in touch with someone.
Super.
Have backpacks and everything you can imagine
That's
to get
great.
school started. So
That's
you
great.
should not be in short supply for school supplies.
Right.
Very good.
Yeah.
Good folks stepping up.
Absolutely. Putnam County is a great place to live.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It is. With a big heart.
It
With
sure
a big
is.
Heart.
A very giving community.
Yes, it is.
Glad to be here.
Alrighty.
Excellent things going on.
Yeah, thank you guys for everything you do to support education.
Well, we certainly do love doing it, and it's our future.
Yep. You guys have your own kids and grandkids going through our school, so
And we have some great educators out there. and
Absolutely.
administrators that do a
thankless
super
job, but we appreciate our teachers and our principals and all of our staff. What a dedicated group of people. Can't thank them enough.
You're right.
Yeah.
All right. Good
Thank you,
deal.
George, for having me.
All right. Look forward to seeing you again.
Look forward to next time. Thank
All
you.
right.
See you,
Thanks.
Mary.